I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen, you bitch. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my clique. I need a 30 for 30. All right, moving on to the NFL, dog. We saw in the big prime time game, the Chiefs were able to defeat the Baltimore Ravens. And unfortunately for Ravens fans, Lamar Jackson did not look good. It was one of his worst performances of his career. I think he passed for the fewest yards ever in his career during that game. And it seems like the Chiefs just got his number, man. Man, what do y'all think about this? I know the major sports media and the NFL guys are trying to frame it like they're trying to create the new Brady versus Manning. They're trying to frame it like they're trying, you know how they try to do. They're trying to get a story. They're trying to get that going. But it seems like the Chiefs got their number, man. What y'all think going forward? We gonna see from this matchup? Is this telling? Do we see that Lamar really got a ways to go, or is this just an aberration in the Ravens season? JoJo, we'll start with you, dog.
All right. Oh man, I sure hate to say this, but Lamar Jackson,
Oh shit.
he does not perform well when it's considered a big game. I'm starting to think he may have the choking syndrome. Every big game that he seems to have, especially if we're talking playoffs, if we're talking against the Chiefs. Now, for it to be a rivalry, you got to have something, right? You at least got to be, if you play 4 times, each team to 1-2. Or if the other team, if it's a team that's 4-0, it got to be some type of fight or animosity build up. I don't see that with these two teams. Because, Patrick Mahomes, he talks glowingly about Lamar. Lamar talks glowingly about Patrick Mahomes. With Brady and Manning, they didn't necessarily talk bad about each other, but they said some like underlying things where you were like,
and the teams had smoke because I know the Patriots were called Colts receivers soft and stuff like that. They pushed them around.
Exactly, and it was supposedly the coach that dimed them out for deflating footballs.
Sure was, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it was something there. So I wouldn't call it a rivalry. I'm nervous with the fact of Lamar because I'm not seeing him perform in the big games, and I'm waiting to see it because I mean his talent, to be honest, it's unmatched. Like as far as him, they said he couldn't throw the ball. The man can throw the football. Now he had some drops last night. I don't think Mark Andrews had his best game because I think he had a couple drops. But even with that, like even when they got within 7, I never felt like the Ravens were gonna win that game. It just felt like the Chiefs had it in the hand, in the bag.
All right, Bob Lee. I know you big on Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen a bit of football, goddamn, in your years. So for your early years, you think this man the GOAT and all that kind of stuff. So what did you think about the game?
How I feel about the game is how I felt about Dame to Steph. I feel like Lamar cannot beat Patrick.
That's now look. Lamar does have an MVP now. Dame ain't got no MVP.
But I feel like that type of player, this is what Patrick Mahomes really is. He's really an Aaron 2.0. He just have a bigger arm. He's fast.
Hold on, you don't disrespect my boy on this thing.
I gave your boys credit. I seen the bomb, but did you see when Patrick got laid? He threw that touchdown before the half. Bomb.
We're gonna have that debate later on. We'll have that go talk debate later on because you was talking nonsense.
Y'all like Aaron Rodgers, gotta give his credit. But I say the guy, he's tremendous. I feel like the Chiefs are still gonna win the Super Bowl this year after everything that happened.
But I want to go back to what you just said, because you really, I know how you feel about Dame Lillard. So are you trying to say Lamar Jackson is very overrated?
No.
Are you putting that on wax?
He's not overrated. I just would say seeing him get.
Hey y'all, didn't they have him rated as the #1 player in the league this year? those rankings that came out by the players. I think they had Pat at number 4. I think Lamar they had at number 1.
Because Patrick Mahomes made a little comment about it.
Yeah, he did the little 1, 2.
That's what he was talking about.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, if Lamar was rated as number 1, and you don't think he that, you think he overrated.
He become overrated when it comes to Patrick.
What?
He becomes overrated when it comes to Patrick.
So you think that's the only quarterback that got him beat is Patrick Mahomes?
Aaron Rodgers got him. You want to say right now or?
Right now.
Right now.
Right now, 2020 season.
Russell, Brady. He 5. I got Lamar at 5.
Okay.
Patrick at 1.
All right, interesting.
Lamar was 1, Russell Wilson 2, Aaron Donald 3, and then Patrick Mahomes 4.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. T, what you got, dog?
I think what you're starting to see now is my take from the game is that scheme matters. I think what Baltimore is trying to do offensively is not going to work to get all of Lamar's talents. I think Mark Andrews, I think the scheme's not going to work. I think they're rushing offense, trying to run the ball and those heavy sets and then trying to hit stuff down the seam to Mark Andrews. I think that's good in some aspects, but to me, I think they need to be more dynamic. Like Lamar, if Lamar was playing in the offense that he had at Louisville, that won him the Heisman, we could be talking about Lamar a lot differently. I think he's not. I think the offense doesn't tailor to his skill set. No. You know, it just doesn't. I think he needs to be able to spread. I think you need to spread him out and just let him work.
Well, now, just to offer some devil's advocacy right now. This the only team that's really giving him trouble like that. I think against everybody else, he's only lost 1 game, but he's lost like 3 times to the Chiefs. Yeah. So it seems like it's working against everybody else, just not against Chiefs.
Well, just look at imagine if they played the style of offense that Kansas City played against Tennessee last year. What would that look like? Like I'm looking at him from an aspect of what he came from to what he's playing under. And I'm thinking there's something that's not clicking. It'll work for so long, but then after a while, you're gonna have to do something different with him to be successful, at least against the Chiefs or whatever. But it's just something I'm looking at offensively is not clicking. Like last week, he wasn't really that impressive yardage wise against Houston. I think he only threw for like 150 something yards last week.
What did he have on the ground?
I'd have to go back and look. I honestly have to go back and look.
Kind of got to combine his stuff.
So, question: Can we chalk a couple of these games up to no preseason? As far as you're saying him not looking as impressive.
I mean, they wiped Cleveland so bad.
But Cleveland is Cleveland.
I mean, so. But what would it look like the next time around?
Now, what I will say, I don't know, T. I actually think the offense is kind of tailored to what he did at Louisville. Louisville had basically 4 wide receivers. They probably didn't really run a tight end like that. But I think they basically running a spread offense. Maybe are you saying more shotgun and not too much I formation?
More shotgun. If they want to run the RPO type stuff, run it. I mean, maybe he needs to throw the ball more in sets where like at Louisville where he spread him out and let him just find his read.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the receiver core. Like you got Marquise Brown, you got Miles Boykin, you got
Willis
Snead. And Snead's a slot guy. To me, I think Marquise Brown is more of a slot guy.
I agree.
So really, Miles Boykin is your best big receiver, outside guy, and he's not a threat. You're not gonna worry about him night to night. I mean, week to week.
I think that may be why they was advocating for Antonio Brown.
Well, I think the Ravens went wrong in the draft. I think they should have took one of those receivers in the draft to Taylor next to Lamar.
Who?
To at least because I think at the slot they could have got it was somebody I was kind of championing for. Oh crap, I can't remember his name now. I wanted to say the boy from Baylor, the Mims kid, but I can't remember now. I'd have to go back.
So you think he need a big receiver,
he needs a dynamic receiver in my opinion.
Dynamic receiver.
So that X guy.
Yeah.
Every team need that S guy.
I mean, they got it in Hill and look at what you saw last night.
That's true.
And the offense that Mahomes is running, what Kansas City is running, he's got the perfect pairing. He's got one of the best play callers in the game. They will spread you out. They'll run 4 wide, and they're letting him toss it around the yard.
Yeah,
and it's working.
That's true.
Now, T, you really got me thinking over here now, because I wasn't thinking like that, because doesn't he have y'all former offensive coordinator, the guy that kind of built the system around
Greg Roman.
Yeah, he got Roman, and then I look at his record. Seems like the man balling.
He is balling.
It's them big games, though. It's them big games, man.
Yeah, now, Joe. Now I can't lie about that. Yeah, but okay. I'm looking at the man, and hold on. All right, the man 21-4, but I think three of his 4 losses have come to one team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so is it not working, or do they just need to figure out what the fuck they doing against the Chiefs?
I feel like they need another dominant receiver to get over the hump.
Against that one team?
Just for that team, and maybe for a couple more teams. Because, like you said, Brown is a slot. He's really not a dominant receiver. I feel like you get a dominant receiver, maybe things can change in the future.
Okay.
I'm trying to go to these picks.
Interesting. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. We're gonna see, man. It seems like y'all the jury is still out for y'all on Lamar Jackson. That's what it sounds like.
No.
Is that safe to say?
Well, me, I'm still sticking to it. As far as big games for me, yeah. Big games.
Because y'all know how we do with these quarterbacks. You know, we're gonna end up judging them by the playoffs, really.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I got to say, and I think y'all gonna have some pushback on me. So I just got to be ready for
it. There you go. Come on.
My boy Denny Green said, if you want to crown them, go ahead and crown their ass. But I don't know about Patrick Mahomes, man. I don't know. Patrick Mahomes. I know y'all came for Lamar Jackson. I'm coming for Patrick Mahomes.
Your TV got HD?
Hey, I saw him, Joe. I saw him. But this my thing. All right. Did y'all see what that man got over there, y'all?
Hey, I ain't tripping.
That boy got some shit over there, man.
He loaded.
He loaded, dog. So this all I'm saying to people. First of all, for y'all motherfuckers be on here commenting on this shit, talking that fuck shit. Press pause. I'm not saying that man ain't good. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, can we see 10 can we give him 8 years? Can we see what he gonna be like if he ain't got? I know y'all gonna say that Kittle is the best tight end, okay? But he got Kelsey, who is at worst second best tight end. Or y'all putting the Oakland boy over Kelsey now?
Nah, I still go Kelsey too.
Okay, so at worst, Kelsey is the second best tight end. Ain't his wide receiver the fastest man in the league?
It is.
That's what they say.
Ain't his head coach one of the greatest offensive minds ever?
It is.
And then he got Hardeman, Watkins. The man loaded.
Okay, well, let me say this then.
I
Are
just
you
want to see.
saying
Okay,
as far as wins and losses or his stats?
I'm saying in terms of just the hyperbole. I think I'm hearing with him. I'm hearing Jordan-esque. I'm hearing GOAT already for Pat.
So
I'm hearing that from people.
I'm not going that far, but I was gonna say now
I'm hearing it though.
at Texas Tech, I mean that's what he was doing in college. What
I
he
know. Yeah, I know how we feel about that Big 12 now, Joe. Yeah, I know we don't care about that Big 12.
no. All I'm saying is as far as the throws and the reads that he's making, he's been doing it.
Now he just told us, he just learned how to read defense. He just said that. He said he ain't learned how to read defense until like last year.
Right.
Ever.
Well, all I know at Texas Tech, when he was throwing the ball, don't get me wrong, his wide receiver be like 5-10 yards open. You know, in college, that's considered coverage in college. But the throws were on point. Like I think I agree. Let's give him more years before we talk GOAT.
Can we see him go through a little adversity? That's all I'm saying. Because let's go back through. Just recently, in our lifetime. You go Brady. Jury was out on Brady's true greatness with them first 3 bowls. Cause we like, man, he like a game manager. You know, he clutching the 4th, but his numbers, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then the back half of his career, we saw him have to carry some shit. We like, okay, all right, yeah, that man nice. Aaron, we saw him with Jordy and Greg Jennings and all these motherfuckers. My defense, we had Chuck Woodson, we had Clay Matthews, we had all them boys.
Right.
And Aaron's still been good after that. We ain't won another Super Bowl, but he's still been very good after that. So we have to see guys go through a little shit. Right. Russell Wilson, like I said, he had the Legion of Boom at first, but he's still been good. I would love to see Pat not wish no injury on nobody. I'm not saying that. I would love to see Pat have to pass to some motherfuckers who ain't getting butt naked like Kelsey and like Tyreek Hill and all them boys. Can Pat get it done then?
Let me ask you this. Who's the greatest coach in the NFL?
Ooh, Joe. Damn, you want hot take, Joe? Want to put my
I'm just asking. Who would you say?
Right now.
Right now.
I'm gonna have to say cheating aside.
Cheating aside. It ain't look, you ain't trying if you ain't cheating.
Okay, cheating. If I'm putting cheating aside, it gotta be William Belichick.
Okay. Can we say that if it wasn't for D Ford, that the Chiefs would have beat the Patriots?
We can say that. We can definitely say that.
Right. So he went up against Bill, who's known for defense.
We can say
that. He was scoring. Well, I don't think the first half was rough, but the second half they scored at will, and he was laying that ball. So again, I'm not saying he the GOAT because I think you got to put some years in.
But that's what I'm hearing, Joe. I'm hearing Jordan-esque.
He's on that pace though. He's on that.
And pace. I wouldn't mind that. Black man, I would love for a black man to be the GOAT. Right. Love that. But I just wanna can the boy put in some work? Okay, well, can he go through some shit before we just goddamn ooh?
Give me a negative thing about Mahomes outside of could it possibly be the weapons he has?
Him saying that he just not learned to read defense, that's a negative to me.
But
like I don't like that.
Though it take a minute to really. This is what I say. If he's playing like this and he barely can read defenses, I'm scared to know what he's gonna play like when he can read.
Now that's what he said. He said he ain't even sniffed what he can be. Now if that's the case, then fuck it.
That could be
I'ma slap this little motherfucker. I know damn well this little motherfucker ain't just get up.
Hey, that man, look, at 11:42, he say need to flip my chicken.
Cooking on this chicken for about an hour now.
At 11:48, he say chicken.
But y'all see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that boy's not good.
Right.
Because the motherfucker got an MVP. He got a Super Bowl MVP, which is okay. What he threw for 50 touchdowns in a year.
Mm-hmm.
What they 3-0 right now. Boom, boom. Okay, I'm not saying the man is not a good ball player. I ain't even saying he ain't great. I'm just saying, can we pump the brakes a little bit on calling him the Michael Jordan of football?
Social media.
That's all I'm saying.
Social media.
Who would you, if you
but for us, can we push back on that narrative a little bit at least and say we want to see some shit? Now, with y'all, because we were babies.
Wait, hold up.
Did Joe have to go through some shit? Or did Joe always have that shit with him as well?
I don't even know if I knew football like that to you.
Yeah, see, I would
looking back, he had to kind of,
because I ain't made it to him yet in the quarterback project.
They had to work through some things, and then they finally got through with the catch. And I think it took him a little minute, but it wasn't long.
Well, Jordan-esque, right?
That's what they saying, Joe.
But listen to me. I can kind of see that, and I'm gonna tell you why. When Jordan came into the league.
Oh shit!
Just listen to me.
Okay.
When Jordan came into the league, you know he took the league by storm, right? Bird was already want to call him Jesus and sneakers, right?
Where you going with this, Joe?
All I'm saying is, once Mahomes came in, he took the league by storm.
He bad motherfucker.
So I want to say they probably saying not more so championship wise, but just his skill set is Jordan-esque, coming in and excelling that quickly.
Now, okay, all right. To your point, his skill set is amazing. To Bobby Lee's point, his skill set, and I said that to Bobby Lee privately, it does remind me of my boy Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron's release is a little quicker because Aaron throws off some weird ass planes, just don't make no, it ain't even supposed to work type of shit, and he just flick. It's like Pat had to rear back a little bit more, but in terms of strong ass arm, mobile, he do all that shit. Okay, cool, I give you that. But Mike came in the league. He had Dave Corzine at center. He had Wesley Matthews' daddy out there playing with him. He ain't have the equivalent of a Travis Kelce and a Tyreek Hill, and definitely his coach was horrible. Got to stand all back and goddamn Lockery, Kevin Lockery, and all these motherfuckers. He ain't have. You know what I'm saying? This boy Mahomes, he came into some shit. The boy hit a lick. It's like, boom, he talented and he hit a lick as well. That's all I'm trying to get these motherfuckers to understand. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see. We'll see.
Go. Subscribe to our daddy's YouTube channel. He's the best. Hit the like button, turn on the notifications.